This is the Tafakari Initiative, and welcome to our channel. The Tafakari Initiative is a Kenyan NGO that supports the integration of technology into education. We do this through a variety of means, such as the video that you are currently watching, in which we'll be covering various ways in which you can be able to leverage technology to assist learners and educators as well during this period when schools are not in session. So stick with me and let's see what we can be able to learn today. So I'm currently on a press release from Safaricom, where they create some sites that they're supporting for e-learning. So I've clicked the link for Longhorn publishers, and you can access this site by typing in your preferred search engine Longhorn and e-learning. To access the services, you would need to create an account with them, and you can do this through a variety of means. You can do this, you can sign up via your email. You can also sign in via Facebook or also through mobile. So in this video, we'll be covering two methods which will be easier for you and can be done quite quickly. So I'm currently trying to start signing in via email, and so I've put in my name there, Dunia, and I'm also putting a password. It's important that both passwords match, and you should make sure that it's a strong password, something with a mix of characters, capital letters and small letters, as well as numbers and symbols. So I'm also providing an email there, which you can be able to access. Ideally, you should provide an email that you can access, because the site will send you a confirmation link to this email, and once you click on that link, you'll have confirmed your account and can be able to access the Longhorn services. So I've clicked sign up, but I've gotten some feedback from the site that I can only use lowercase letters, which means that I cannot use capital letters in the name. So I'm just changing my passwords again. I'm actually confirming my passwords, making sure that they are the same, and then making sure the email is also okay. And then I'm going to go up to the username and change the capital D for a small d, and then let's sign up and see how that goes. At least everything looks okay, and we should have an account now. And yes, there we go, account created. So yeah, we have an account now. So to access it, you only need to go to your email that you provided, and you should see a link from Longhorn. If this does not work, you can also log in via mobile, which is actually my preferred method, and I'd recommend it as well. So to do so, you will need to have your phone, the number that works. So I'm going to start by selecting the level of education I would like to access, the level of content, and I'm going to type in a username. I'm typing in Tafakari because I can't have the same name as the account I had previously created. And then I'm going to type in a mobile number. So this is a number that you should have with you, because you're going to be sent a series of digits to confirm that you actually are registering for the site. This is called a one-time password, and through it, once you get the message on your phone, whatever you get, you will type that into the space provided and press confirm, and you should have your account almost instantly, really. So just click on confirm, and there we go. So I'm taken to a new screen. So this new screen requests that I put in my name, my first name. So I'm typing in Tafakari. You can type in yours, and then I'm typing in my surname, which in this case is Initiative, and you can type in your location. I happen to like Nakuru a lot, so that's what I'm typing in, and then update profile. So click on update profile, and that should now take you to the content. So on the content screen, we've got various links. We've got drop down menus. There's one that you can see for section. In section, you can choose either primary or secondary, and then there's class, grade 1 through 3, and all the way to class 8, standard 8. So you can choose what you'd like there, and then you can also choose the number of the subjects that you would like to study. So today we're going to be looking at social studies, for example, and yeah, you can also choose the term content you want to go through, as well as commonly examined areas if you're looking to just revise. So once you do that, press filter, and you'll find the content that you need, and choose a topic there, which is the physical environment. So if you look at the screen that we've landed on the left, there's a menu bar of sorts, through which you can be able to select the content or the topic, and under physical environment, and on the right is where the information is displayed. So just scrolling through the provided content, and you can be able to even select content for different terms. So it's a pretty organized site. You can be able to increase what you see or minimize what you see with the plus or minus symbols. That's on the menu side. And the moment you click on a link, it will give you information on the right. So for I'm just scrolling through the various things you can see. You can also do a revision exercise while you're there. and you get 4 chances to do this exercise, and it's a timed exercise. Here it says it gives you about half an hour to do the exercise. Then you click on start exercise, and then here set attempt. And so it will take me to a page where there is the name of the subject at the top, and it's a revision quiz 1. Yeah, and there are various questions here, which I'm required to put in answers, and then you can be able to select questions in a menu bar at the top of the screen. And also there's also a timer to help you keep track of how you're working. So yeah, I'm not going to attempt the quiz, I'm just going through to show you how it works. So we've seen the last question, which is question 29, and when I click next, it takes me to a screen that asks me if I want to finish. I'll say I'm done to check the result, and that will take me to another screen which now allows me to see how I've done. So I've just clicked on check result, and as you can see, there's feedback on how I did the work. Apart from the label that tells us which exercise it is and which subject it is, below there's something about questions attempted, the information on how many I got correct, the marks that I've gotten, and the percentage score. So there's also a question by question analysis of how the work was done, so that you can be able to know what you need to address. So it's a very good site, it's a strong site, you can be able to look at it, and yeah, trust me, learn a lot from it. So yes, I'm logged out and I'm back on my search engine, which in this case is Google, and we're going to be looking at something called the Kenya Education Cloud. So the Kenya Education Cloud can be reached at www.kec.ac.ke, and the Kenya Education Cloud is a content curation service by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, and we're on the site now, and there's various tabs you can see at the top, which I'm just scrolling through. There's one for Connect that gives you a guide on how to be able to access or to use the service. There's content standards for people who create content for the Kenyan curriculum, so you can be able to get such material there. And the next link has portals to publishers, as well as the Elimika LMS, which is learning management service. And then you have got digital content, which is what we'll be exploring in a few minutes. And then there's also the Shopee in case you want to buy anything from the KICD. So let's click on digital content and see what we get. So yeah, this is a landing page for the digital content portal, and here we are. We've got various lessons, various topics, various subjects for different levels of learners. There's a lot of primary content, and there should be some as well for high school, as we can see. Yeah, and it's a fairly comprehensive site. So we're going to look at geography form 3, so you just need to click on access. That should take you now to the specific subject and the content that it has. So here, the geography form 3, the content is interactive. Therefore, when you click on the link, like for example, what you can see on the left of the screen, click on a tab there. What happens is on the right, you will see the content that you would want to learn, or the content under each tab. So there's also graphics like what we can see of the tree and its roots. And also there's a video that you can be able to watch. I've just clicked on chemical weathering, and there's information on chemical weathering. So it's a very interactive site, and you can be able to at least see different content. It's not just static content that you read, but you can be able to interact with, which is good for learners, because learners would want ideally to have a dynamic environment, which is what a classroom typically is. So that's an overview of the kind of content they have on the Kenya Education Cloud. But apart from such interactive content, you'll also find other types of content. There's videos, there's also audio files. So we'll look at that shortly. So you can actually browse through the site using the tabs at the top. So I've just clicked on courses, and I'm going back to upper primary. I'm going to class 8. So we can see, because typically candidates are also going to benefit most from this service. So I'm looking at what they have for mathematics. Yeah, and so what they have is radio lessons, which is also what is going out over the radio across the country. So if you miss a session, you can actually come to KEC, to the Kenya Education Cloud, and you'll hopefully find that which you've been looking for. So yeah, so we're done with that, and again, we are back on the search engine. So we're going to be looking at something slightly different. So now, the Kenyan Institute for Curriculum Development, KICD, also runs a TV channel. This is known as EduTV, and that's what we're looking for. So in my search engine, I've typed in EduTV Kenya. So they have a YouTube channel, which is what I would want us to have a look at. There we are. We've got a search results page from Google, and I've clicked on the EduTV Kenya link, and here we are. So one of the first things I'm going to want to do is subscribe to that channel. That way I can be able to get information, be updated whenever a new video or new content is given. So one of the advantages of this particular YouTube channel is that the content created is mainly videos, so you actually can be able to have a classroom feel. It has a classroom feel to it, which is something that many learners will feel comfortable with and identify with. And one of the things about this particular channel is that it does not just curate learners' content, it also has content such as mini documentaries and also interviews and videos of other things that KICD does, other outreaches. So if you want to learn more about the KICD and what it's doing in its day to day, you can be able to find that on this particular channel. So there may not be a lot of interactive content, but it's something that you'll find interesting, and I hope it will be of benefit to you. So yeah, so that's it for me today. I hope that we've been able to see content that we can be able to use, at least to have some leads and things we can be able to do with our students, as teachers and learners, how we can be able to keep our minds sharp, and we trust that schools will open soon. So from Tafakari Initiative, all the best and happy learning.